but can he see the future?
Maybe.
Good.
And we're rolling. Hello, everyone. We have a new person here. Say hi, new person.
No.
Hi.
Welcome, new person.
All right. Well, so last time.
Shit went down.
Yeah, you could say that. Anyway, things have calmed down. You're getting back to the academy. You guys touch down, and you arrive, and the others are waiting for you. Well, 7 of them are right there at the landing pad. You see Marvin's sitting at the fountain in the back. Not sure why he's not joining you.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Gwen will be like, so, how'd it go?
Okay. I'm tempted to ask if any of them can roll detection to see. Actually, I'm gonna roll. What would it be to kind of keep my composure? That'd be resolve. Would it be?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna roll that real quick.
That'd make sense. I'm sure some people might catch something, but
he
not.
does all right.
Everyone.
He's yeah. Peter comes out. You can tell something's up, but you can't. But they can't quite put their finger on it.
And Lilac will speak up. And it's like, well,
Nicholas can't quite put his finger on what it is.
Well, considering we ran into Salem and Taurus and managed to mess with their equipment and liberate some of their supplies, all's well, all things considered.
Well, no one's dead. That's a good thing, at least.
Yeah, Peter's being very quiet. He's still processing shit right now.
Well,
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about with all this information. I've managed to procure it onto this. Says she pulls out the flash drive. Is it possible I could maybe go find like Weiss or someone and see what we can uncover from this?
Then Peyton will speak up and be like, well, actually, she's waiting for you in the dorms over there, so I guess you guys can swing over there.
Okay, Peyton, that's convenient. Why would she be waiting for us at the dorms?
It's then Peyton sort of droops. It's like, who wants to be the ones to tell them? And Clover tilts her head and be like, tell us what? It's then she looks over in the background, just like, go ahead, detection.
Yeah, detection.
Okay, yeah, Peter will figure this out. You after Peyton says that, she seems very down. Peter then looks over in the background over to Marvin. Clover kind of follows his eyes like, so does anyone want to tell us what's up with Marvin?
Well, if anyone, if anyone is, I imagine he would himself. Think Sid. Looks like Sid's already there with him.
I was like,
Sure.
all right, let's go see what's up with him.
Yeah.
So I imagine
Yeah.
everyone goes over
Peter
to the
will join
fountain.
Sid.
Marvin just sort of has his hands clasped. He's looking at the ground. He doesn't look up, but he's like, "Oh, hey guys, how did it go?"
Um. Well, we kind of ran into Salem and Torres.
Well, that's just great. The bad news just keeps piling on today.
Well, if it's any good news, um, I may have left Torres KO'd something bad.
Well, that's good at least. Fuck that guy. Marvin takes a deep breath and sighs. You guys remember the mission on the boat with the big sea serpent?
Uh, Peter wasn't on that mission, so he kind of just shrugs like,
Yeah.
I don't remember much what you guys told me.
Yeah,
So
Marvin is more directing this to the people that were actually there. He knows that anyone who was on the rescue mission wouldn't know. So, remember when that thing swiped its tail and most of us took a pretty bad fall? Well, when it happened, I landed on my arm and didn't seem like anything was wrong. But after we got back to the academy, it started to bug me. Eventually, I decided to go see the nurse, and well, the good news is my arm's gonna be fine. Lily's like, well, okay, then I don't see why, as long as I don't agitate it. You know what tends to agitate
oh,
arms? Making use of, weapons. Dakota's like, oh, fuck, Marvin, you're kidding me. For this foreseeable future, guys, my career as a huntsman's over.
Damn. Damn it.
Peyton's like, yeah, we didn't really take the news that well ourselves.
Shit.
Marvin's like, it sucks, but again, at least I'm not gonna have a useless arm all my life.
and at least you still have yours. He says,
Exactly.
looking at his.
That's literally the first thing I thought of, Peter. At least I still have it.
I mean, he's trying to think. He's clearly trying to think of something. He's not sure if he should say anything, and he's not sure if it would even work in the first place.
Clover's like, now, you said foreseeable future. Marvin's like, yeah, that's the one bright thing. For all intents and purposes, if I give my arm enough time to rest, I might be all right to get back on the field with you guys. But for now, it's just gonna be simple classes for me because good news, Weiss already told me she's not kicking me out of the academy. I'm still gonna be hanging around you guys. I'm just not gonna be much use in a fight.
That's
Okay, so he said that his one arm is no longer usable, right?
Yeah, and unfortunately, Marvin's right-handed, and that's the arm that's fucked up.
shit.
Yeah, Peter's already thinking some stuff. Like, yeah, well, think of it this way. You can show your skill when you finally beat Sid by using your by training your other arm to be just as good.
Marvin will finally, break out of his slump and chuckle. Thanks. In all seriousness, it's once I got over the initial, slump, this isn't gonna be so bad. Never really been the best in a fight, and I mean, as long as I can still help you guys, it's not too much skin off my back.
Don't. There's a lot
I'm
you can
pretty
do on.
sure,
There's a lot you can do on the field, even without fighting. I know that myself pretty well.
and I'm pretty sure we can figure out some way so you don't have to agitate your arm.
Yeah, but I guess for right now, he'll extend his a good arm. He'll extend his fist out with his good arm to Sid. I guess we can call things a draw for now. Marvin's like, Sid, don't worry, man. I'll be fine. Marvin will then sit up and be like, now, here's the less sad but still kind of bad news. My team is now one member short, and the Vital Festival is almost right around the corner.
Huh. So.
Ebony will speak up and be like, well, Miss Schnee actually told us she's got that handled. Uh, it'll be fixed tomorrow, she said.
Okay.
Of course, you'd like her to have things handled right away.
Peyton's like, yep, that's a Schnee for ya.
They're always up to something.
Lily speak up and be like, well, speaking of Miss Schnee, I guess we should get heading to the dorms. Because, we've got a lot to do and a lot of things that need to be explained. Clover's like, yeah.
Yeah, quite a few things.
So we make
And
trips.
I guess since no one's really brought up, it's like, yeah, we kind of found out something that really needs to be addressed to them like immediately.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna talk to them about, so we'll save it for then.
Yeah.
So we make haste to the dorms. All right, let me go ahead and. All right, so you guys make your way into the dorms. All right. So as you guys make your way, give me that semblance roll. See if you can find her. It takes you a little bit, but you find her eventually. You guys make your way in. Lily sort of followed Sid to find Millie. Millie, are you okay? Meanwhile, the rest of you make your way to the dorms.
Dakota,
Yeah, what's up, Lilac?
what what are you thinking about the whole Marvin thing?
It sucks, but I know Marvin. He wouldn't want me to dwell on it. If he's not gonna end up a cripple, then he'd be like, okay, that's that. Don't worry too much about me.
Okay,
But I mean, no
well,
matter what he says, I'm just feel bad for him.
I mean, here's just promise me something.
Yeah.
I know it's not the case, but stick around and more, cause part of me has kind of felt a little bit bad that maybe I've been taking you away from him or something.
You know what? Funny. The last time we talked before this happened, he said, "Don't feel like that." He's happy for us.
Hmm, that's good. Just hang around with him some more anyway.
Yeah, I will.
All right, I need to go and go and go on inside.
Hmm.
Hmm. Well, I guess I'm just gonna wait on the
Just wait on the rest of your team.
do do.
Yeah, Peters wasn't sure if we're supposed to wait in around the dorms or just uh when she gets here, they'll let us know.
Uh, Lilac was just gonna like some things from grab like her laptop or whatnot from her room so that she could use it to analyze the drives.
As Lilac's standing out in the hall, she hears the door open. Oh, hello there, Miss Towns.
Oh, you were in our dorm the whole time, huh?
I was just waiting for you to swing by. I can gather you've heard the news about Mr. Pines.
Yeah,
If anything, I'm just glad we caught it before he did strain it and did permanent damage to it.
I'm just happy that he's gonna stick around some more and
Of course, I wouldn't dream of kicking him out just because he's suddenly not really able to swing his weapon around. What do you think I am, Adam Taurus?
funny you mentioned that. We gave him a little bit of a whooping.
Cinder told me as much.
Well, I was just going to go grab my laptop so I could identify what's on this here. There's a lot. It's kind of from from that location's main computer.
Cinder didn't specify, but from what I gathered, can I make an educated guess this is about your mother?
There's a lot of information, but I kind of took a risk because I saw a folder on her. I
Miss
went and
Towns, don't feel bad. I would have done the same thing at your age.
well, if you want to, well, we can discuss how to we can work on decoding all of the information on here as soon as possible.
Well, I will just be inside. I will just wait for the rest of your team, and I believe a few others will be joining us. So she'll
Okay.
walk back inside and wait for you guys.
All right.
Lily's just sort of quietly listening to the conversation. It's like, oh, that's wow, Millie. Millie, it won't happen. Lily will put a hand on your shoulder. Remember, we're teammates will be here for you.
Lilac will re-enter the main dorm area and see Peter and all them. Like, hey, Peter.
Yeah, what's up?
I was just gonna grab my things from my room, and I found Weiss in our dorm. She's just waiting on the rest of us.
Yeah,
Just
I
letting you
think
know.
Sid went to go find. I think Sid went to go find Millie.
Oh, oh, right, the
Yeah,
girl.
yeah, I think that girl shook her up something fierce.
Bianca will step up to you guys and be like, plus, I think something Marvin said also got to her. If I had to guess, I think it was my career as a huntsman is over. Must be some personal thing.
It's
I think Millie took her piece off the board for the time being. Until you two actually returned, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I took it off.
we're just going to
Okay.
sure. If anything, now she can learn how to be an all-purpose huntress. Maybe a little bit of this as she like boasts all of her dust crystals and whatnot. Could play a good. This could play quite the favor for her.
Yeah, you do have quite an impressive collection of dust there. I only got the two.
Listen, it's kind of my thing at this point. And
I mean, I'm.
besides, I did get the fabled. Remember Riggs having those teals? I don't think he'll have that many left. As as she pulls out the rated teal dust.
Bianca will smirk and be like, I knew there was a reason I liked you, Towns.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm surprised he'll even have any weapons left after I'm done breaking all of his.
Clover will see how dead Millie looks and walk
By the
over.
way,
Hey, you want to talk, Millie?
by the way, real quick before that happens, what was Riggs' last weapon? Because we never got a chance to figure out what it was before I broke.
I'll say it wasn't his actual weapon. I think he knew.
He knew that he needed to have
somewhere to back.
He needed a bootleg.
You just cut to Riggs. It's just like fucking goddamn Peter. Just opens up a locker that it's like has like 30 copies of his weapon. Gotta get another one.
I will break all of them.
There you are, Sid, Millie. Weiss is kind of waiting for us in our dorm. So, actually, if you'd mind heading over, that'd be great. Also, and then she goes over to the code. It's like, also, I want you to come with me, please.
I'd be more surprised if you didn't want me there.
Oh dear, what's going on upstairs? Anyway, once
Yeah, better not keep her waiting. He'll start heading towards the door.
Clover's like, Well, even if I didn't have something I gotta share with you guys, at this point, Millie, you couldn't get rid of me if your life depended on it. And she'll smile. All right, let's go. Clover will lead the way. Okay, I did. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
You guys started piling in. It's just like, Clover be like, it's a good thing they make these dorms fairly spacious.
How so?
I mean, this room has held almost all 12 of us, and that's just one dorm.
Mm.
Why's
All right.
turn to sit and be like, what's this about a party? I was like, nothing, Mishni, nothing. There was no party. What are you talking about? She just makes it like, she just takes her finger and does like a throat slitting motion to Sid, like, no, no.
Lilac pulls out the credit cards. Like, don't worry, it was on old Cedric.
Weiss is like, I don't know why I'm even making a big deal about it. We were just as bad. Especially goddamn Yang.
I can imagine.
So one more person will be joining you as you hear a knock at the door. Hey,
Is it Goku?
It's not Goku. It's not Goku. God damn it, it's not Goku.
Stop with that.
Cinder.
Cinder Mahal. Cinder Mahal.
God damn it. God damn it.
Oh, look at that. We're all out of time. See you on Thunder.
Yeah, that was the best DM
Okay.
D&D session I've ever had.
I didn't even do anything.
Okay, moving on.
All right. So Cinder actually just swoop by Lilac's room and bring out her laptop, put it on the table. It's just like, well, there you go, Miss Towns. While she looks over Clover, someone starts explaining something. You can start getting to work. I'll be here to help if you need me.
All right. That's she pulls it up and just plugs in the flash drive and gets to work.
As while you're doing that, Dakota looks over at Clover and is like, "All right, Clover, start explaining." So, during the time Adam was raising me, apparently having one tool under his thumb wasn't enough for him, so he had to scoop up this other girl. I don't know if she had a different name, but during testing, Adam gave her the name Marilyn. As she's talking, she'll look over at Millie. While I was sort of his main testing ground, Marilyn's thing was more based around, well, at least recently, you, Millie. Taurus knows what you're capable of shaking off at this point, so he wanted to see if he could make something even more resilient than you are. In the meantime, Lilac, give me a hacking roll to see how quickly you decrypt this shit.
All right. Just a second. 2d So whopping. Oh, well.
A bit of a slow start, but it's fine. Eventually, you get the first one, and you find some stuff on your mom. She's done a few odd things for like Atlas officials and whatnot.
Atlas? You're telling me she's been working with Atlas and yet nobody said a thing around here? Come on.
Dakota, who's sort of sitting over by Lilac now, it's just like, from the files here, it seems like she changed her name, so maybe they didn't know she was related to you.
They would have had at least an idea. How did. What? I don't get it anymore.
Hmm. Clover's like, yeah, I was really hoping he wasn't gonna bring her out, and what terrifies me is she shook off most of Yang's attacks, and she's not even technically completed yet. If he actually finishes his work with Marilyn, I'm worried we might be screwed.
Peter's been listening. So he's trying to think like he's trying to think of says like what is a good way to get around all of that.
Dakota's like,
Well, then in that case, we just need to get stronger.
yeah. For my money, I guess the only way to really get around a perceived ultimate defense is try and come up with a better offense. All right.
That or find a way around said defense.
Okay, give me another hack.
Okay. Jeez, what is wrong with my rolls?
Well, thankfully you got past most of the hard shit getting the files.
Oh my god, why did my rolls just turn to...
Alright, so you get the next part of it. You also see she's done she's done some work with people on Menagerie. So basically something Cedric would never do.
Well, that would explain why he's never in why he hasn't been able to find anything on her. As if he
Cedric's like,
even cared.
Menagerie? Ugh, I ain't going there.
As if he even cared about her all that much, so it's like whatever.
Alright, well, your mom's certainly been around. Cinder will be like, all right, this last one looks a bit tricky. I'll give you a hand. So give me one last roll, and I'll have.
Please be something decent. Okay, that's a lot better.
There you go. Yeah, you don't even need Cinder in this one, so you get the last file. It's the most recent one, and it tells you that, well, Lilac, you got another reason to look forward to the Vital Festival, because your mom's going to be working at it.
Wait. I'm reading this correctly, right? Cinder, this is not...
I know you wear glasses, but I know you don't exactly need them. Yeah, apparently your mom is going to be on staff at the Vital Festival. Well, if you weren't already invested before, Miss Towns.
Well then, guess I have to be there now.
Dakota's like, and it's not too far off, so you're not going to have to wait too much longer, Lilac.
I'm just hoping that there's been a damn good reason.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Weiss will nod and be like, I know, I somewhat know her type. She wouldn't hide from you unless she had a good reason.
I just hope you're right. hard to think about someone who's been gone for the last 6 years of your life just like that. And just and all to realize they weren't even gone to begin with.
Clover's like, yeah, I kind of know the feeling. Only in my case, it's a case of know them for like a few years and then they're gone for good.
I grieved for her. I was just devastated, and now all to find out she wasn't even gone to begin with. I should be happy, but at the same time, it's just
You don't know why, so it irritates you. I completely understand. Cinder says as she puts a hand on your shoulder.
thanks, guys. It's a lot to take in.
You'll Weiss will be like, you'll have a fair bit of time to talk with her before your match come vital begins proper. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
Millie tries to joke. You can tell her heart's just not in it.
All right. Well, anyway, is there anything you can take all the other files about Taurus and Salem's things here as she copies them onto another drive and then hands it over to Cinder.
Thank you.
Is there anything else we need to discuss here?
No, I believe that will be all you'll need us for. Anything else you can just discuss amongst yourselves. We'll be on our way. We'll see you at the we'll see you outside the classrooms tomorrow. Not just for class, but because, well, Dakota. Yes, Miss Fall. From what Weiss tells me, she has the Marvin situation figured out. You'll be getting a new teammate tomorrow. Oh, neat.
Wait. Quick question, you two.
Yes, Miss
Where,
Towns?
if Marvin's not leaving, where's he going to stay? Or whoever this is.
That's a good question.
Weiss will speak up and be like, well, we were going to figure that out and maybe make an extension for him, but Marvin offered to give him his room. He said he didn't mind just crashing on the couch in their dorm.
Okay. That's I mean, we'd be willing to accommodate. But we'll
I'll
figure it
get
all out.
started on building another room.
I figured Peter, of all people, would be willing to create something for them.
Well, we'll leave you students to it. Take care of
Anyway,
yourselves.
yeah, we'll see you.
And they'll make their way out. Clover's like, well, shit. I
Well,
think me
that
and
happened.
Lilac both have a lot we need to think about. Though her situation's a little easier to swallow than mine is. Barely, but
It's fine. If anything, I'm more worried about you because at least there's a light at the end of this tunnel where I'm going through. I don't quite know where you're headed.
I'll just do what I do what I've done pretty much all my life since fucking Taurus came into it. Just make the light up myself.
It's always been my idea to be the light in this darkness. It's just I can't stop and mean to be fair, as she activates her semblance a little bit, it kind of helps when you literally are a light.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't exactly turn as looking at his arm and the glow shows what dust color he's using.
Millie, if you, I'm going to go get some rest. If you want to talk about what happened today, during class tomorrow, I'm more than willing to.
Real quick, I was guess Peter would absolutely know what's wrong with Millie. It's the bit, right? Not the whole, or at least part of it.
From what you've gathered, you feel like the line that got her was, "My career as a huntsman is over," and then you kind of think about how Millie's talked about how vital her hair is, and then you kind of put two and two together. Especially after what happened at the base with the Marilyn turning off Sid's semblance and her thinking about how she could do that to her.
Yeah, Peter will kind of look to Sid like, yeah, I agree. We need to have a team talk, and he'll look to me like, I might have a solution to your problem.
Well, I suppose we should get going, Clover. Besides, I gotta prepare because I got a new teammate coming tomorrow. Take care, Lilac. I'll give you a kiss on the cheek. Try and get some sleep tonight.
All right. Good night.
Night. And Dakota will make his way out of the dorm. Clover walk over to Millie. Yeah, just try and take care, okay? Okay, Mill? Clover hug back is just like, I'll be there when you need me. Don't worry. Roll resistance. Nat 2. Oh, Millie, my spine.
And now Clover's career as a huntress is over.
Looks like I need to make another character.
Damn it, I gotta make two now.
Gee, Ace, why does Shadow let you get two characters?
No skins.
All right. In all seriousness, is there anything else we're planning on doing here, or should Lilac start retiring to the bed?
Yeah, I suppose it is time for you guys to retire. I know someone had something they wanted me to do, actually two people, but thankfully I can fit both of those into class, which is good because I want to make classes less static anyway.
That's good.
Alright, so Clover and Dakota make their way back to the dorm. By that I mean I'm lazy. I'll just put them off screen.
Oh, Sid.
God damn it, Sid.
You know you're gonna. Are you Listen, Sid. I know you're trying to be sweet and everything, but once Lily finds out about what you did, there will be no mercy. There will be no forgiveness. You will suffer the
Yeah.
consequences.
The full life consequences.
Yeah.
You know, while we're doing this, Peter, actually, like, I actually wanted to ask you something. While we were back at the base, what was that move you did? While I was busy, wrecking Regs's. I was able to catch you. What was the? you did some sort of attack and then struck some sort of pose.
Oh, that one. Oh, that one comes
Yes,
from
I'm talking about the Rainmaker.
that one, right? I know what you talk. Oh, yeah, that's the one, Peter. Okay, yeah. So, quick little confession about me being a little bit of a dork. I kind of am really big into pro wrestling. So what I did there is kind of taken from one of the Mistral guys. It's called he calls it the Rainmaker. Where
Wrestling's fake.
Shouts someone outside.
so what happens is you go behind him, you grab the wrist, and you turn him around into a lariat. And then the pose is just what he does just for the hell of it. I don't really know why I follow that as well, but it's just there. But the move,
Peter's listening and he seems very interested all of a sudden.
yeah, it's yeah, no, it's kind of silly for like
Interested,
someone,
said the guy who got tombstoned by Penny.
and
We
then
don't talk about that.
but but really, I'm just kind of a big old wrestling nerd, and I'm kind of a little bit ashamed about that, but not really. I just don't really talk about it unless provoked.
Well, I mean, I don't really think you should be ashamed. I mean, at least your mother wasn't a pro wrestler.
Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah, I don't think I actually told any of you guys this, and I've not really brought it up for reasons, but yeah, he seems quite embarrassed. He's about to say, yeah, my mom was actually a pro wrestler.
Yo, what? That's awesome, Peyton says. She's behind Peter.
You know, that's actually really cool.
God
Get out! Get
damn
out!
it, woman!
Be gone! Be gone from this house!
Be gone, thought!
Like, seriously, how do you do that?
But in all seriousness, Peter, we. Oh man, I mean, if it wasn't strike such a nerve, like, I might want to try to see if I can look at one of your mom's matches now.
I'll do that. That'd be some time. Don't worry, I'll get out of your hair now. And then a fucking portal opens up and Peyton just walks through it.
Let's just let how if we just completely ignore that ever happened, maybe she'll stop. Maybe she'll stop when we completely deny her attention.
She's just fishing for reactions.
But as you were saying, Peter?
I mean, it was, yeah. I mean, it wasn't anything major. It was kind of more of the indies back in the day, and what he'll do is he'll take out his scroll and show an image of a quite toned woman wearing what looks like a tiger mask. Looks like it's on, and it's like, yeah, this was kind of her back in the day.
Wow! Oh my gosh, he's wearing. Oh my god, that's so. The mask, that's so cool. That's really. That is not. Man, if only she made it. If only she made it big on into the big leagues. I think if she had
I mean, from continue. Sorry.
If she had ring gear like that, then she really should have been able to make it big leagues.
I mean, to be fair, I really don't know much about her career. In fact, for the longest time, I kind of thought she was faking it. Because, like, literally, it's like, oh, yeah, you're a wrestler. Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool story.
At the time, she was retired.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, by the time I was even born, I think she was long. From what I remember, at least after the fact, she was at least well known or respected at the very least.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of where getting a lot of my wrestling moves from was actually
Mm,
from her.
Hmm. Maybe I might tune on to the Atlas. Sometimes you'll make it big. Sometimes you'll see the stars on Atlas Wrestling Alliance or New Mistral Pro Wrestling. There's a lot of different ways to watch some good content right about now.
Mm.
Anyway, that's actually really cool. And while I'd love to gush about this for hours, I'm feeling tired.
Yeah, it's late. Go to bed,
Yeah,
fuckers.
after today. Yeah, after today, I'm just drained.
Good night, crew.
Yeah, and then Peter will retire.
Oh, okay. Interest. Wow. Okay then. I'll keep that in mind. I'll try to look up some of his work. As Lilac just kind of says to Millie as she's going through her door. Lilac's door to her room, not Millie's. She's not that tired that she would accidentally go into someone else's room.
Just some common sense.
Yeah, new
Yeah,
new cannon,
one thing Peter will do.
new cannon. The big
He
league
will.
in this company
Go ahead, sorry.
is the Atlas Wrestling Alliance or AWA.
Can't make infringement.
I'll sue.
Damn brat, I'll sue. What you were saying, Peter?
Before he goes, he'll take the mask that he ripped off of Adam's face and is like, we should really get this thing cleaned before I do anything with it.
It's probably all dirty and
I
probably a
could
little bit bloody.
I could feel the edge coming off this already.
Careful, Peter. Don't cut yourself.
Don't cut yourself on that edge.
Wait, where's that Lincoln Park coming from?
I've become so numb.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't notice they played music. Nice.
When your favorite band is a meme.
Yeah, but but no, he'll put it in one of the drawers. And it's like, I'll have to do something with that later, and then sleep.
I sleep.
Real
Sleep.
shit.
Ah, god damn it. Sid and Millie have like 8 caffeine patches on. They can't sleep. Now I'm instinctively looking down to make sure I don't have my mic on my headset muted.
That would be ideal.
There's more things that can go wrong now. As you two are talking, you actually hear a light knock at the door. You hear someone whisper. You can tell who it is. It's Nicholas. Um, if any of you are still awake, do you think you could let me in? Ah, so you two are still awake as well, huh? He'll just take a seat over here. Yeah, I know the feeling. Seems like as soon as I get something draining off my mind, something else has to replace it. I get over trying to live up to my sister's standards, and now this whole thing with Marvin. Yeah, we're going to have to improve a lot of things, considering what Clover's told us about that Maryland girl. Because, quite frankly, Miss Duffy, the prospect of someone like you, but tougher, is terrifying. Uh, I was wondering what precisely was bothering you. Now I can kind of see what it is. I don't hold myself to her standards anymore. I'm past that, but I can't help but wonder how my sister would deal with this if she'd gone through everything I've gone through here.
Sorry.
No problem. Certainly, some of these things that have happened to us, I wouldn't want my sister to go through. She deserves better than that. Yeah, that certainly sounds like that. Yeah, you certainly found applications for it. I really haven't even found a good opportunity to use mine at all. Yeah, it's possibly the first time I've actually used it since I got here. Well, I think the sleep's finally starting to settle in. I'll get out of your hair for now. Guess see you tomorrow when we meet our new classmate.
Nicholas is gonna get out of Millie's hair.
You're fired again.
That was you. That was you.
Don't point out my failures.
I changed my mind. This is the worst D&D session I've ever had.
That was all you.
And,
I had to point it
and
out.
now you're stuck here.
Don't forget, you're here
forever. I hate it because I literally wasn't even going for. It's one of those puns. You make them. You weren't intending to make them, and it's like, fuck. Now Millie's interested. Yeah, it's real lucky. Because beside the doorstep, there's snow, and snow, and snow, and snow. It's basically Canada.
And more snow.
Welcome to Canada.
Eh?
Instead of it, you're here forever, it became snow right out.
Why? Why are we here? Just to suffer?
By the time this is over, you'll regret even inviting me.
Okay.
That'd be a phone conversation, right? Hi there, I'm not dead.
And on that bombshell, good night.
Good night. We'll go crash about 15 feet from here. God damn it, it is almost 15 feet. I hate you. Alrighty, excelente. You do that and then sleep.